Good morning, Aurora.
Good morning,
Welcome
Aurora.
to Friday's Health Hustle. We're back.
Happy Friday.
And just as a reminder, on Aurora Health Hustle, we have real talk about real issues and give real solutions. Just want to make sure you have that tagline. We're back today, and hopefully you guys checked out last week's episode, because last week's episode we kind of kicked off December, and we talked a lot about sugar cravings, and how this time of year, particularly around Christmas time, brings about a lot of different temptations. And a lot of that's hard to ignore, right? We want to be social, we want to eat, we want to enjoy all the things. But we also gave you guys some tips on how you can enjoy this holiday season and still stay on track and watch your health goals.
Yes, and so many of you guys told us that episode hit home, because sugar wasn't just calling your name, it was knocking at your door, literally. And what was interesting is how much of those cravings that is tied to stress, being overwhelmed, and everything else that this month brings us.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is the best month of the year and the most stressful month of the year.
100%, exactly. But the thing about it, though, is it's not about the food. It's about what's happening behind the cravings. And that is what we are going to be talking about today, because while December can be really, really full of joy and celebration and all the things, for many of us, it's a season of just being very emotionally
Yes.
heavy. And it starts to dial into our mental stress of the holiday.
Yes. And everywhere you look, people are celebrating, connecting, and just gathering for this special month. And that's beautiful, but it can also be overwhelming. And especially when you're carrying everybody's needs on top of your own.
Yeah.
That goes back to wearing all the hats as a woman.
Yes. So today we're going to dive deeper. We're going to get into the silent mental emotional load of the holidays, and the part that nobody really talks about, but at the same time many of us feel this way. And we're going to break it down let me take a step back. We're going to break down and talk about how to protect your peace, how to protect your energy and your mental health during this season that can take so much out of us.
Yes. And while the world is saying be merry and be bright, it's Christmas time, right? Inside, you might be feeling pressure, fatigue, anxiety, especially when you have to do everything all in crunch time management, because you got to be everywhere, right? With all the gatherings and stuff like that. And even sadness, still trying to put on your smile as you are going about this crazy month.
And I want to just, when we think about December, and I think about December, this is a time that it's joy, but it's grief. It's, if we've lost loved ones around this time, it's a struggle for us, some of us mentally. We start to think about, hey, this is the end of the year. We start thinking about comparison. You're looking at other people saying, this person was able to do all these things this year, but man, I wasn't able to do all that stuff this year. And just really paying more attention to that and what you can do differently next year. And this is where a lot of that mental struggle starts, I say.
Yes, I agree. And the end of the year reflection can be tough and rough and challenging. You look back at your goals, your progress, and the lack of thereof. And sometimes you'll start, you start beating yourself up. I'm not saying I relate. I promise I'm not, but I am. Sorry, but not sorry. The things we wish we would have done differently this year is so real.
And let me just say this.
Because this is the 12th month.
Can we just throw social media on the bandwagon for a moment? Because I think this is where a lot of us get caught in this mental struggle, and it can kind of go
social
through that.
media is
it
tough.
can kind of go through that downward spiral, because we are looking at all these other people on social media, and they have created and curated this perfect lifestyle, the perfect house, the perfect family, the perfect decorations. They got the money. All of that is a facade. the majority of the time, it's people making you think they have this lifestyle that is fictitious. And you're out here comparing yourself to something that really isn't real.
The comparison.
And you're not thinking about when you put all this aside, what you're probably already done for yourself is probably even better than what these people are trying to make you think is great on the other side.
And not only that, don't get me started. You already know what I'm going to say. Not only just a lifestyle, but you got to face all the critics and the
mean people.
The mean people on social media.
No. The
bullying. These bullies.
The bullying is
and let me
that in itself needs to be an episode. And
a chapter. That ain't no episode. Us ain't. That's what I'm saying. Today is not an episode.
And honestly,
that is very critical, and it's very real as adults. And it's sad because we wonder why kids are getting bullied. They see these in adults. But anyway, that's a different. So moving forward,
we can get on that downward talk. Mm-hmm. So the other thing that I want us kind of pivot to a little bit here, and is I want to talk about the strong woman syndrome, because this is where a lot of us get stuck, Lynda.
Yes, I think that was me yesterday.
Perhaps. I didn't see you yesterday, so I don't know what that was, but
if everybody was a fly on a wall in my house.
Yeah. But in terms of that, like when you think about the strong woman syndrome, what is that? How does that correlate to you, and how do you think that correlates to the audience?
So strong woman syndrome. I think of the whole word superwoman.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you, like with me, for those that know me very well, I want to do everything all at once and get it done. And then you're like, wait, what did you say you got to do, Lynda?
Ma'am.
Well, I got 10 things I need to do in 45 minutes. Let's do it. No, it ain't going to happen.
Girl, you are the glue, you the organizer, you the pastor, you the maid, you the chef, the crafter, the come on. And we're talking about entrepreneur.
The pet groomer. Those that know me, we got
pick a title.
God.
And that is attached to our name.
Veterinarian too. Let me stop. I'm on a rant.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
with
on
the
a
babies.
rant with my little rock puppies, guys. But yes, the strong woman syndrome is very real. And, it's crazy because the house depends on us.
Absolutely.
No matter what. It's our decision.
And a lot of times, I think many of us were taught to be in that position. I don't think that, growing up, and I would say this across the board for most women, culturally, when I think about myself and how I was raised, I was not raised with a softness. You do what you got to do. You take care of the household. You take care of the children. You take care of the house. This is what it means to be a wife.
Be clean when I get back.
And in essence, you are the keeper of the house.
Yeah.
And all things kind of goes through you. Really, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Beside what the man trying to make it be, and sorry guys, but when you recognize that the woman is the controller of the household. Come on, we keep it all together. I had to throw that in there.
Yep, I run things. I'm just kidding, Tito.
But I mean, at the end of the day, we're raised. The point we're making on a serious note is that you're raised to survive. You're raised to carry everything for the household is the point that we're making.
Yep. And ladies, hear us when we say this. Being strong doesn't mean being silent. Doesn't mean being exhausted.
I think you need to repeat that.
I know.
I think you need to say that again so they hear you.
So ladies, hear us when we say this. Being strong doesn't mean being silent. Being strong doesn't mean being exhausted, and being strong doesn't mean being alone in what you feel. And I think all of us women relate to this 199%.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we're kind of off the heels of Shameful Plug, my ladies' sisters gratitude and goals brunch.
Oh, yes.
And that event in itself is all about helping women
powerful.
understand that while you do have a power position in a house, you need to take a step back and understand the things that you are actually deserving of. You are deserving of support. You are deserving of softness. You are deserving a seat. And when I say seat, I mean sit down and not have to feel like you have to do everything. You deserve to breathe, to have those moments and not feel like you have to be the fixer all the time.
So that means you got to set a reminder on your phone. Sit down at titles. Sit your butt down. Because we need that. I think, I know I do, because I am on my mode where I'm on a go, go, go. And then if I don't sit down or you tell me to sit down, God's going to tell you to sit down, and he's going to find the funniest way to do it.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Humor.
That
with
is
humor.
such a true thing.
Yes.
I mean, I could
I'm
tell
a
so
true
many
believer.
stories about that. And then not just my situation, but a lot of people that I know, without saying names,
And
but
it's real.
where you're forced into a self-care mode when you
Man.
constantly ignore the signs that your body is trying to tell you that it's in need of something more.
Because of us trying to be a strong woman syndrome, having that. So that need to take that mental break, sit down.
Yeah.
Inhale, exhale.
It's so much that we can say on the subject matter, honestly, when it comes to that. But I'm going to pivot slightly because I think it's important for us to talk about what's actually happening internally when you're going through this phase, because it's really real. It's psychological. It's a physiological reason in December and why December feels so much heavier.
Yes. One big one. I'm laughing because this is
That's a Lynda word.
overstimulation. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing because you put this.
Girl, I did. That
Too
is
many events.
Listen, when
Too many people.
I'm gonna say this.
Hey, can I say this too? She said too much noise. With a DJ and a choreographer up in my house, let me tell you something. We had that conversation.
Yeah.
Too many decisions, especially us.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain gets tired before your body does.
And
that hit.
It does. And when your nervous system is overwhelmed, your sleep suffers.
Yes.
Your patience shrinks. Your anxiety increases. And your mood. Think about your mood swings. And we're not even going to talk about where are my 40 plus women
Oh
at?
my gosh.
Put your
and
hand
for
up.
my ladies in perimenopause.
I'm going to put my hand up. Are you not over 40 yet?
Nope.
Oh gosh. That's right. You're not in the club yet.
No, I am.
Okay, I was going to say,
I
was thinking you were like 39.
You went along with it too? That's a
girl,
compliment.
listen, let me tell you. When you start
I'm over
getting
40,
when
all
you
right.
when you start knocking on the door of 50, ladies,
Aw.
I think
even.
everybody is at least 30.
Halfway, yeah.
But then I'm sometimes I'm wrong in my assess of people sometimes is that they're not at that age and they're looking and they're like, oh, how old are you? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 in March. Yes, ma'am. The Fabulous 50 Club.
I love it. You wearing it very well.
Yeah.
Too well.
But I think when you're mentioning the perimenopause thing, and that's so important. And I know as we get into the new year, we're going to have dedicated episodes to really talk about the hormonal shift, because I think that is such a topic that is not discussed enough for women, because it's very real what we're dealing with when it comes to that. Because the hormones are going to amplify so many more things in your life. Your cravings are going to be amplified. You're going to be far more emotional. You're going to have a lot more stress going on. Add poor sleep to it.
Yes.
Then holiday food and a constant stimulation. And then think about what happens to your mental health.
Yep. Skyrockets. Yes. And can we be real? when you lose your routine, your water, your protein, your movement, your sleep, everything spirals, even your emotional waves. Everything just spirals. And then when you're 40, you don't realize you are in that chance of being perimenopausal. And we don't realize that because, hello, we're 40, you never would think the symptoms of it.
Absolutely. Well, the other thing I think and I'm going to say this because I don't want to get too far off on a tangent when we're talking about perimenopause, but I don't even think really, and this is for the listener that probably, I'm not going to say what people know or don't know, but I think the majority of people don't really truly understand what it means.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, I agree.
What perimenopause means.
Because
what menopause means, because menopause is a day. It's not my whole rest of my life after I get 50. That happens that one day when you go without on flow.
Oh, pause. We got a pause from y'all men. No, I'm just kidding. No, but
it's so much to be said about that, and I know, and I don't want to get too far off because we're definitely on a time schedule, but that is something we're definitely going to come back to and talk about. But when we talk about the different symptoms that we can be exhibiting, particularly when you have a hormonal shift and you're dealing with those things we talked about, you're having the stress, you're having the emotional overload, you're having the cravings and things like that start to kick in, then that can trigger things like emotional eating. And that is something that I dealt with for a humongous period of time. And, when I was younger, and what also contributed to my significant weight gain, when I was a young adult. But it's not because you lack the discipline, but it's because you're trying to soothe something you don't have the time or the space to confront. Yes. And I think that's something that people need to understand
stage
about it.
Yes, I agree. Now, let's say, ladies, you are not broken and you're not overloaded.
Right.
You're not. You just got to breathe.
Agreed.
Breathe and it will be all okay, and everything is actually out of your control. That's another one. Like you're not in control.
I love that. When you recognize that you cannot fix everything.
Nope.
And let it be. Do it. Man, that alone is like a.
That was my hard lesson learned. Probably. This year, yesterday, a few minutes ago. Coming here.
You're so funny. But, because we are all about, Lynda and I are, health is such at the core of who we are as women and things that we're so passionate about. And we want to provide you guys with tools that you can use that'll help you combat some of these things. That's what we're going to get into right now, because you deserve to have that and be able to course correct some of the things that's going on and not feel like you're having any pressure. So with the holiday, we're going to give you a mental reset, similar to what we gave you guys last week with tips on how you can enjoy the holidays without, going too far off the guardrails with sugar. But one of the things that you can do just for your own mental health and keeping the balance there is that I recommend the Quiet 10. And the Quiet 10 is 10 minutes of quiet time in the morning. You can do it in the morning. It's really up to you when you do it. But I think the morning is the best because the morning sets the tone for the day. And when I say quiet time, I'm talking about no phone, no noise, just being with your breath and grounding. And that is so, so important. And it can be done in meditation or it can just be done in stillness, where you're not letting any outside factors into your mental space that's right in front of you. And I'm really big on grounding.
I might have to leave the house.
And listen, maybe that's for some of us, the bathroom.
Not even.
You have to figure out in your own corners of your home
your quiet time
where that's at. And that's why I said only if you can make it work in the morning. Because if that's
a good
you know what
one.
I'm saying? Because
okay.
maybe it's not even, maybe it's you get up before everybody else gets up.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
You have to figure out what that is.
That alone can reset your whole nervous system when you find that alone time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you got to figure it out. Yes.
The second thing is understanding that I cannot carry that right now. That is a boundary. Boundaries are so hard for a lot of us. I mean,
it sure wasn't hard.
We're not exempt from that. But it's
hard, yes.
Because this is the thing. When people recognize your strengths, who you are as a person, and the stuff. Back. No, the stuff that they know you are capable of doing, they're coming for you. They're coming to you. They're coming to ask of you constantly. And it's not, and I think sometimes people do it.
Oh, or the ones that realize when you set boundaries,
well, yeah, this is before we just.
Then you never hear from them.
But we have a power, we have a strength, and when people recognize that you are the person to go to get things done, you may be that person to know how to speak to people. You may be you just know how to handle things.
Yes,
and it's okay to not be the person that someone can bring stuff to you all the time in that moment, and just say, I can't carry that right now.
And guess what? You don't need to explain. No explanation. Oh, I learned that too. There's no need to be explaining yourself.
No.
Because you know what? If they don't respect it,
that's it. And that tells you everything you need to know as well about that person.
That part.
Because when people love and respect you, if you say, no, I can't, not right now, it's done. The conversation should be ending. But all of the manipulation and stuff that starts to creep in that people do sometimes, well, wait, what do you mean? Or if you love me, or if you care, all this type of reverse, they try to play this psychology game with you to get what they need out of the moment. Yes. But I think we all know people like that. And, and this is not the past blame.
There's a lot of people like that. Yes.
We're getting short, so let me move forward. Reduce social media comparison. Oh, Lord. Even an hour detoxing from social media will lower your stress and your emotional overload. Turn the phone off and be done with the phone. After certain hours, I'm off social media every day.
Yes, I need to work on that. But see, what had happened was, so with social media, from my standpoint, really quick, is that it's so hard for a business owner, especially when you run social media pages too.
Yeah.
And so just disciplining myself to go straight to business page. Do not go on your personal. Don't scroll. Don't go on stories and reels.
You got to figure that out. Reels. Absolutely. And just shut it down at a certain point in time and that's it.
Yes, I agree.
What's 4? 4 is take a softness break. This is your permission to feel. Be in touch with your emotional side. Cry if you need to. Journal. Sit in silence. All the things we talked about. Take a bath. Release something you've been holding. This is a huge one. I'll get into that later because I can go on a tangent with this.
Yes, softness is not a weakness, and it's restoration. I have to work on that.
Yeah.
I admit that. Softness is not weakness. I don't like to. Yeah. That's a good one.
Last one. Rebuild one anchor routine. So choose one thing that I want you guys to be consistent with for the rest of this month. It could be something like your water, your protein, a 10-minute walk, bedtime, getting to bed on time. Your anchors bring structure, and structure brings peace. And I want you guys to just keep that in the top of your mind.
And once you create that or stabilize that one habit, the rest, oh my gosh, this is so huge. The rest comes easy because it's all about disciplining, prioritizing, and just keeping on top of one change at a time. It doesn't have to be all. It doesn't have to be all of them.
Yeah, I think we should do similarly to what we did last weekend with the challenge. I'm going to skip to the challenge. And just for the weekend, because I am all about creating good habits, and I know you are the same, Lynda, in that regard, because practice makes perfect, right? So for the weekend, I want you guys to choose one thing that protects your mental health from what we talked about today. Whether that is setting a boundary, taking a quiet 10 for grounding, journaling, or saying no to something that drains you. Can you do it? You can do it.
Yes.
You absolutely can do it.
Yes. And you deserve rest, deserve the support and softness.
Yeah. It's, you know, we'll have more segments on this because it's so deep. It's so important. And I just want to say, you know, guys, as you move through this season, remember, you deserve the joy and peace, not one or the other. It's not either or.
That does hit. Because it's all about, you know, choosing that one thing. And you know what? I think the time management is huge to actually focus on what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you are in control of all those things. And just know that. You deserve to walk into this new year grounded, whole, and emotionally nourished.
Yes. And we are proud of you guys and for choosing yourself and, you know, wanting to do those good decisions and prioritizing your life,
Absolutely.
your habits, your, you know, finding yourself.
And, you know, I just want to say this because I want to, you know, encouragement and is so important, and engagement to us. So if there's anything that hit home for you guys, please drop it in the chat, and Lynda and I will definitely reply back in the comments. Because that's so important. And we want to know how you guys are enjoying this segment, because we think it's a lot of topics that need to have discussion. And it's so important when we can bring this to the community and create community around it.
Yes.
I guess that's it. That's all we have time for
a
right
wrap,
now, guys.
Thank
Take
you for
care,
watching.
And until next time.
For Aurora's Health Hustle, Fridays with Felicia and I. And
have a great day.
Take care of your mind. Take care of your soul. Take care of your body. And you're never alone. That right there, too.
Yes.
Yes.
Have a great day.
We'll see you next week. Thank you.